Welcome to Pat's Picks. This is the $8 challenge. Thank you so much for coming by. Today is episode 1 of the $8 challenge, and I am so happy with the way this started off. I knew it was going to be a struggle to begin with, but to start with this nice big gain really makes it easy. Or not easy, but definitely makes it easier. So up 165% on the day, and I made one trade for 280%. 443 call in at 5 out of 19, and it still kept going a little bit. So the goal is always to make the meat of the move, and that's exactly what happened. Always sucks to leave a little money on the table, but better to leave it on than off. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Please leave a like down below, greatly appreciate it. Really helps out that algorithm. If you're new here, please subscribe if you enjoy it. And here we go. Looking at the 15-minute chart, and Friday was very interesting. It was a picture perfect gap fill, almost filled to the T. I guess I shouldn't say picture perfect. It was a nice gap fill though, almost completely filled, but you can see it hit rejection and resistance around here from that low on 7.5. So hitting that rejection, and it was a little surprising to not see it actually completely fill the gap. But also, that's something you want to watch for, is those levels right before. If there's any significant volume in that area, that could be an area of resistance, and in this kind of situation, that's a good spot to watch for. So nonetheless, caught the nice meat of the move on here and locked in gains, and it was just a beautiful trade. Pretty low stress. Zooming in here on the 1-minute chart, today's video is going to be short and sweet, obviously, with one trade. I'm going to go pretty quick, so if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'd be happy to help. But I got in here at 12:22 and then out at 12:37, so only held it for 15 minutes. And you can see where I took profit, and why I took profit when I did was because it made such a nice run. You can see multiple big green candles right there, and I was still kind of waiting for that gap to fill. That was really the move I wanted, but I decided to better be safe than sorry and take those profits. Starting the account with $8 is just very hard to do. It definitely can be done, and that's the whole goal here, is to show you can start an account with $8 and just not give up. Obviously the more you start with, the easier it's going to be, but that's not always feasible for everyone. Not everyone has $100 to start an account. Maybe you don't even have 20 yet, although I think anyone can come up with 20 in a reasonable amount of time, doing surveys or whatever. I know there's easy ways to do that. But hey, if you only have $10 that you want to risk and you don't want to risk a whole 20, you can start an even smaller account and just be patient and just be ready to sell and take profits, and don't let those losses get too big, because starting with $8, there's not a lot of room to go down. I could easily blow up the account in one trade, but this trade was $5, so that's what 75% of the account or so, give or take. I don't know what the math is on that. 60%. Not a mathematician here. I'm no math wizard. But anyways, I'm very happy with how that played out. And you could have played the downside almost perfectly too. So lots of room for potential profits on Friday. And I actually decided to not trade this back into the day at all. Obviously I couldn't in this options account. I guess I could have took a $2 or $3 trade, but I didn't. I decided to just be happy with that nice gain. Walk away with the account up 165% on the day. A nice 280% gain trade. Can't complain. Let's take a look at the account, and you can see here up 165 to start. It is such a relief. I was really on the fence of deciding what to do after you can see here those last few days. It was just a combination of dumb trades and swing trades and just trying to trade chop, and I decided I was going to stick it out, start this $8 challenge instead of adding and kind of resetting the account. And after this, I mentioned it in my last video, but after this challenge, the next one I think will be a $100 challenge for those people that want to, start with a little bit more and not blow up their account so many times, or while they're learning. Especially if you're new, it's so easy to blow up your account. So being patient is so important. The saying patience pays, it really speaks for itself. But whether you're starting with 10, 20, 100, 1,000, the way that I trade can be applied to any of that. That's the beautiful thing about trading, is that you just take those strategies and you find that niche you're good at, and then you just kind of extrapolate it and grow it into a bigger account. You're just buying more contracts of larger size. But all in all, really what you want to do is learn patterns and trends and just kind of get familiar with the market. Anyways, I think that's all I have for today. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it is such a short video, so that's usually how I feel at the end of them. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you, and I hope you stay happy and healthy. I'll see you tomorrow.